So making 10 grand a month online, this is the popular buzz term, and this is a short story of how I actually made 10 grand a month for the first time at just 19 years old. This is not the normal stories that you hear. This is a more gritty hustler way, but this is the way I did it. So yeah, let me share this story with you. So I started out flat broke. Always have been working since I was a kid. Always looking how to make money, not really understanding how to do it and really figuring it out for myself. So I was asking advice from every older person I knew. My dad had a business selling eggs, and I worked for him as a kid growing up after school, weekends and stuff like that. So that's what gave me the first bit of work and for me to start working for myself right there. So straight in, I was in full hustle mode. This was around 17 years old. I wanted to make money. I didn't want to work for somebody, and I was trying to do anything I can to not do that. So I had an idea to start doing markets where he wasn't doing markets. So he had one permanent market, and I looked at doing different ones for Christmas markets in different locations, different areas. So I started my own market stall. I bought a little van. It was like £800, really cheap little van, but it gave me the freedom to start making money for myself. So I saved up the money from flipping on eBay to buy the van, and I started doing markets every single weekend. I was working through the week for my dad, earning very little money. Then I was working on the weekends for myself. And during this time, I was also selling anything I can get my hands on. Cigarettes, I was picking up scrap metal, I was selling old stuff, I was buying stuff on eBay and then selling it back on eBay, seeing stuff with bad product listings, buying it, taking better product listings and reposting it on the same platform. I was just buying and selling anything I could get my hands on, really hustling, saving all the cash and putting it all back in. And during this time, people had little comments, what you're doing at, about what I'm doing at markets and stuff like that. But I was earning like £120 in a day, which for a 17-year-old was good money, was very good money. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. And that's what was exciting about it. I didn't have to earn a set amount. I could earn maybe £80 one week, £150 the other week. And I had the control over that, and I was working for myself. So I was stood outside in the cold all day, fingerless gloves, real market style, and early till late, set the table in the morning, drove to the different places, and yeah, this was the first time I started working for myself. I were always buying and selling online, doing bits for myself. Always had jobs when I was a kid, but this was like the first taste of a proper business that I had. So I was working every single weekend, saved the cash, saved every single bit of the money. I didn't spend it on going out, I didn't spend it on clothes, I didn't spend it on gaming, I didn't spend it on anything. I saved all of the money. All I did was work, and I was constantly searching how to make more money. I wasn't learning any high income skills. I wasn't learning how to do e-commerce. I was just searching how to make more money, and the only way I knew was buy this for this price, sell it for that price. So I was just buying and selling, real hustler mode. Now, at this point, while I was doing these markets, I started speaking with a family friend because I was always looking at how to make more money. So he mentioned outlets. So I started hitting up outlets, Nike, Adidas, Ralph Lauren, and I started flipping it on eBay and Depop, all aftermarket platforms. Stuff was selling well, and I noticed if I sold on Instagram, I wouldn't have fees, and I could post it on there before I have to list it. Because the thing is, you go buy 10 items, you list it on eBay, it takes ages, you pay the fees, doesn't sell straight away. If you've got an Instagram account, you're taking a quick picture, you can sell it cheaper because you've not got fees, you can take payment bank transfer, and it's just easier. So I made my Instagram page. Now, it took me a while to do this because I was trying to think of a name, and because the main theme was trainers and I was reselling like retail trainers a little bit at this time, I chose the name King of Kicks. And it took me a long time to do this. And at this point, I was hitting outlets 7 days a week, every single day. I was never missing a day. You was only allowed an hour in the shop, but I would go every single day without fail. I don't care what I was doing, I was going to the outlet that day, every single day. Because I wanted to buy as much as I could. Because I thought if I miss out on a day, I've missed out on the money. So I had to do it every single day. And with outlets, some days it's good, some days it's bad. So you can't really miss out a day. You need to hit it every day. So I was spending as much money as I could. I was only earning a few £100 a day, but I was spending I was trying to fight to spend that bank balance. I was trying to fight to spend it. I wanted to spend as much as I could because the more stock I bought, the more money I made. That was the main focus. So I stored everything at home in the cellar. Well, I started in my room and then the cellar when it got full. And I started my Instagram page, King of Kicks. This was the first logo, and this was probably 2019. And at this point, I didn't have a website. It was just eBay and Depop. But most of my sales were through Instagram. Started posting pictures on there. This was even before Reels times. Stored everything at home. All I did was work. I built my stock up, started the brand on social media. I was looking at researching money at the time. I was looking at watching Gary V, big shout out to Gary V, really in that hustle mode. But I wasn't directed on a specific type of business. I was watching general, entrepreneurial content, just learning. And at this point, I'm 18. I was selling lots of stuff on eBay. Sell a little bit on eBay, sell a little bit in person, sell a few eggs, do a couple market stalls, sell a few to cafes, sell some trainers, sell some golf shoes, sell some Nike jackets. All these little bits I was doing, but together it was a good hustle. And then I decided I need to make a website. This took me way too long because I was just hustling all the time. It took me way too long. So it did actually take a while for me to get the website. But then the website, it started doing well. And from the social media I built, the sales were good and it was all organic. Look at young Theo on this, with the readies in hand. Yeah, but it was going good, buying and selling all the time. Cash bits, meeting people off of Instagram. Quite locally, I grew quite big. And yeah, it was going good, all organic, very low cost. And from that, I built my first real business. I sold over £1.5 million in merchandise on that site. And I turned it into a real brand. Got the staff, got the office, and I started learning e-commerce. Now, what I noticed that later on down the line is e-commerce was the transferable skill. So whereas I was hustling all the time, you are learning the basics of business, but your focus isn't directed to one goal. So I realised that e-commerce is the transferable skill. So even though I'm running this one business, because I'm learning e-commerce to grow this business, e-commerce is something that you can take to another venture. So that's why it's such an important skill that you can learn. And the reason why I've taken you through this is because I managed to build it to this business through, as a kid, just buying and selling, not knowing what I was doing it bit by bit, taking a small amount of money and just constantly reinvesting and constantly flipping. And the reason why I like e-commerce so much is because now you can do that. Now you can go build a website and you can get crazy traffic through social media for very low cost, and you can turn a small amount of money into something amazing. Because for you to have the same amount of eyeballs on your social media page, 20 years ago, you'd have to have a city centre shop that cost you thousands of pounds a month. So it's really a crazy time we're living in, and it's crazy what you can do online. And even from just starting from scratch, I mean, I turned £200 from working, that's what I started with, into a business doing 1.5 million in merchandise, and all the stock and the staff and the office and the places I've been and the podcasts I've done and the social media profiles and all the places I've been. And yeah, I mean, £200 I started with and got it to there. Learned a lot of stuff online for free. YouTube is a goldmine. It's a little different now, so what you find is people are teaching on YouTube, but they've got an ulterior motive of selling a course, which is fine, but they're not really giving that real alpha information. So here's where I went wrong. Here's where I messed up. Even though that sounds great, I was a full-blown hustler. Sounds cool, but I spent all my time working and working on small tasks. Listing all the eBay orders myself, replying to customers myself, building the website myself, all the content myself. And I didn't prioritise building a team to then grow faster. I didn't prioritize building an actual business. I mean, I never knew how, but because I was so busy all the time, I felt like I was constantly being productive. But you, if you hustle for too long, you turn into a busy idiot, because there's only a limit you can go so far when you're working by yourself. And I worked that much, it just killed my social skills. I became socially awkward. I remember I used to go to the gym and I'd see people there every single day, and I wouldn't even smile or go talk to them. And it wasn't because I was rude, but because I burnt my social skills and I was just working on my own all the time. I became socially awkward, and that's something I had to build back up from ground zero. And this is what killed my growth. You know, the the money's great. It's great when you're hustling. It's great when you're busy. But when your life is work, and to a certain extent it should be work to get far, you need to be obsessed. But you need to also be working smart. You know, people say work smart, not hard. You need to work hard and smart, because when you're working like this, all your time goes on small tasks that you shouldn't be doing in the first place, and you never give yourself enough time to even step back and think for a second. So yeah, it was really a crazy time, and I enjoyed it. It was one of the best times of my life. Like, the outlet's crazy. We used to run in and get crazy amount of stock, good margins, sell it organically, same day sometimes, and it was just a great hustle for a young person. But you know, what I'm trying to teach you from this is try and think and give yourself the perspective of where your journey is going to go, because once you make that decision that is going to be your full-time business, and that's a scalable business that you can choose, then you can really go all in. And if you're smart about it, you can grow really fast. You know, it's not online. It looks like get rich in 6 months instead of 20, but in reality, it's like 5 years instead of 20. But 5 years is a crazy short amount of time in reality. If you go and study people from the 1930s, they were getting rich in the 70s, 60s. Now it's happening in your 20s. So from this, if I can give you one piece of advice, it's take time to think. Keep living your life. You don't have to cut everything off. You do not have to cut everything off, because sometimes it's too much. Keep living your life. You need to experience what you're working for in the first place. You need to go places and do stuff and speak to people. It's not just all about work all the time. That's no quality of life. And there is a time and place for it, don't get me wrong. But you've got to have the perspective of, when is this situation going to change? Because I wasn't spending any money on myself. I wasn't going anywhere and doing anything. So what are you working for? You're just a slave to your business. And that's even worse than having a job, because if you're a slave to your own business, you're working all the time you're awake. If you have a job, at least it switches off and the money you get to keep is yours. But if you're a slave to your business, all your money's back in and you've got less time. So that's the main point of this message. And if you've got any questions about that, let me know down in the comments. Subscribe for Ecom Alpha, and yeah, think about it.